if you're new here, my name is Anna and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it is a very highly requested makeup tutorial. Basically, I uploaded an ASOS haul and a lot of people complimented the clothes I bought, but a lot of people wanted to know the makeup look I was wearing in that video, and this is identical to it. I used every single product I used on the date of filming that. So yeah, I'm really excited to share this with you. I haven't done a makeup tutorial in the longest time. So if you want to know how I created this look, then keep on watching. So to start off with, I am going to moisturise my face. I do moisturise my face every single day before I start to do my makeup, and I use the Pixi Skin Treats Rose Cermicide Cream. I used to use the, I think it was called like the Phenomenal Gel, and when I had my really bad skin just before like the summer months and just in between, the only thing that cleared my skin up in the end after everything had happened and it was really dry was that. I swear beyond that cream, whilst my skin's quite good now, I'm trying to use up all the things I do have, and this and any Pixi moisturiser I've tried has also been really good. I love the vitamin C one too, but the one I'm just using at the moment is this one. It's the it's an intensive moisturiser, so it is quite strong, but at the same time I absolutely love it and it does the job really well. I'm just going to put some on. Obviously it's completely up to you what moisturiser you use. I find moisturisers definitely just depends on your skin. Like a moisturiser that works for me might not necessarily work for your skin, like vice versa, and I feel like it's definitely just with moisturisers, this is what works best for your skin or how your skin is at the time. But what I would usually do is I really want to do this because everybody asks. I'm trying to remember what I did on that specific day when I filmed the video, and I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I did my eyebrows first. I usually always do my eyebrows first because I like to carve them out, so I'm going to do that today. I'm going to use this brush which I always usually use, and this is, I do love my Benefit brush as well, but on a day, I know that day I used this brush because I'd actually lost my Benefit one, and this is a Krylon. It's rubbed off. It's an angled brush. And right here I've got my Holy Grail palette. This is the Jackson Hill Morphe palette. If you ask me, typically what is on my eyes that day is always usually going to be this one. I live for this palette so much. As you can see, it is absolutely wrecked on the outside and the inside. Brows by using this colour here and dapping I start with this one and I add a bit of the darker shade just because we don't want to go too dark too quick, or sometimes like I mix. I don't have a set way of dipping and adding colours, but I do just like to neaten them up a bit or anything like that. And obviously once you've got all your other makeup on, they look fine and toned down a bit. Like they wouldn't usually ever be this dark. I don't really know what's happened here. So that's that. I brush it out. I put a little bit of powder over them, so they're not going to look that dark. I'm going to do the other one off camera and I'll come straight back to you. That's my eyebrows right there. By no means do I leave them like this. They are not going to look like this by the end, I promise you. But I am going to carve them out with concealer real quick because that is what I would usually do. Just on my spoolie I usually brush them out with, so I'm going to brush them out real quick just so they blend a little bit better. I mean, I like them to look as fluffy as possible. My problem is I feel like I have quite thick brows, but I don't feel like they're that fluffy and full. It's really weird to describe them, and because I feel like myself, I feel like I've got quite a round and quite big face. I prefer to have bigger and make them look more naturally bigger because I feel like they frame my face a little bit better, if that makes any sense. I do also add like a little bit of gimme brow and things like that, but I usually add that last, weirdly. I'm not sure why. But now I'm going to carve them out. Again, I just use a Krylon brush. This is the 10 Krylon Genuine Sable Art 3710 brush. A little bit of a mouthful. Obviously you can just use any small detailed brush. I put some of the Lasting Matte Rimmel Concealer on the back of my hand. This stuff is really good. It's really pigmented. It stays for a very long time, and yeah, I just find it really good as like a little bit of an eye base. I don't currently have any P. Louise base left, which is what I'd use if I was doing a heavy look, but on a day-to-day basis I'm going to use this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put more of the concealer just on the lid, drag it down and blend it all out over the eyes just so my eyes are set and ready for eyeshadow. So now that I've done my eyes and my base, etc., I have done my base, my eyebrows and my base. I don't set the base. I like to keep it wet and tacky. That's just because eyeshadow generally sticks to it better. I would recommend, if you don't usually do that step, to set it, because sometimes, and depending on your concealer, it won't always work right and your eyeshadow will not blend. I'm going to do foundation. I don't know how to, or where to put this camera. So next time I'm going to do foundation. I don't always usually use a primer. Honestly, it depends on your personal preference. On this day, I was in a rush. I'm not going to use a primer today, but I'm going to do foundation on a day-to-day basis. On a day-to-day basis, a foundation I absolutely love, and you're probably going to love too. And I recommend you try to. I bought this for £3. It's the MUA Makeup Academy Pro Base. It's either £3, I bought it on offer, or it's £5. Either way, go and get this. It's amazing. It's by MUA. This might be one you're thinking. MUA generally has definitely gone up. Obviously, you can only buy it in Superdrug. It's honestly one of the best foundations I've ever tried. I don't have a lot of it left. Another one of my favourite foundations you will see me talk about a lot is the Rimmel Wake Me Up. I'm absolutely obsessed with that, and if you see my drawer, you'll know I have about 6 bottles of it. I love that, and I swear by it. But at the same time, I obviously love my drugstore ones, but on a day-to-day basis, I like to use a drugstore one. Mixing with that, you all know, I feel like I've spoke about this previously. Obviously, I don't feel like this is something that everyone has, or probably, I'm not going to lie, I don't feel like anyone probably watching this video will have, unless you're like a professional makeup artist, theatrical makeup, or work in the makeup industry. It's the Krylon Professional Makeup Palette. This is a foundation palette, and generally I just love this because it's a very dewy formula. This is absolutely destroyed, but I love it. And I just mix this on the brush I'm going to apply my makeup with, which is the Huda Beauty Face Sculpt and Shade brush. I absolutely love this. It's not the type of thing I don't feel like anyone's really going to have. But just make sure, I like to have a dewy foundation. So this is why I use this, but I just love it. Start blending. Oh, goodness. I do like to use a yellowy, like, kind of based foundation. Just because I prefer how it looks, I'm not gonna lie. I do feel like I have very red skin. I'm not gonna lie, but I hate having red skin. I've always had it. It's not a thing I'm gonna change about myself. It's always going to be there. I'm not going to change it, but at the same time, it's like, it's something I can definitely change with makeup, and that's what I love. I don't wear makeup to necessarily cover a lot of things, but I love how it makes me look, so that's why I wear it. Next up is a step which is very new to my routine, and that is cream contouring. Again, this isn't something you have to do, but I do now do in my everyday makeup routine. I only started it literally on Thursday, but I've done it every day since, and we're on Wednesday the following week. I love it. I just love how it makes me look, and I feel like it does make you look a lot more natural and more of an effortless contour. I use the Huda Beauty Tantour in Light. This is the best cream contour I've ever used, and it's probably a reason why I've never done it, is because I've never had a good one like this. They do these in various different shades, to very light skin tones, to very to darker skin tones, and a lot of people love it, and I certainly love it too. So I'm using a blank canvas on the floor brush. Where on earth did that, how did that go over there? So I use the blank canvas F43 brush. It's a very good brush, especially for this. I'm going to tuck my hair behind me so I can see. I dab a light hand in there. I was going to tap it off then, I don't know what I'm tapping off because it's cream. And I take it around my jawline. Obviously, like, bringing it up, because you obviously want it to be higher because you're sort of lifting your face with contour. And I slightly dab it, but not to the point, well, I could blend it in with this brush. I don't know why I wouldn't. We'll blend it in with this brush today. If you use dabbing motions, I feel like it blends better and it doesn't go on so harshly. And there you go, that's literally on. That blended in seconds. That looked really good on that. That literally blends in seconds. And as you can see, compared to this side, my face looks quite flat. On that side, it looks quite sculpted. One weird thing about me is, obviously, I'm like a bigger person, like more of a curvier person, shall we say. I do have like quite fine cheekbones, weirdly. I'm not sure why. Obviously, a weird thing, I feel like a lot of people don't do cream contouring, and it's something I definitely didn't used to do, just because I felt like it took a long time. Honestly, it takes seconds after your foundation, and if it's something you choose to do over contouring with a brush, I definitely do it. I'm going to do my nose just because, again, it's been something I've been loving doing. I have quite a big nose. So that's my nose done. I won't blend that anymore. I'm just going to leave it like that. And then we'll do the temples and my forehead. This is something I love doing because I feel like, again, it shapes your head. Here's all the cream contour and the contouring done. So next up is setting the face. And to set my face, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake in Banana Bread. Also mixed with some of the Makeup Gallery Poundland powder. I use some on my eyes. It's amazing. Obviously watch back for flashbacks if you're taking pictures and stuff like that. But it's cheap, cheerful, and really good. So I also just powder with my so my camera has just cut out, so I've attempted to remove some of the makeup I've just put on, which is so annoying, and so I can show you again. So I also powder all my face all over using the Baked Balance and Glow Illuminating Foundation. This is not a foundation, it's a powder, but it works really well at just like mattifying your face but giving you a really nice glow at the same time. And then to bronze my face, I always use, I don't know if this bit's on the last bit or not, but I used Hoola by Benefit, so I'll just add a little bit more on my cheeks. I won't put any more anywhere else because I don't really want any more anywhere else. And then for blush, right, I'll show you blush. So blush, my all-time favourite product in my makeup is definitely blush. This is the Beauty Bakery Piece of Cake blush palette. Sometimes I use a little bit of a trio. Sometimes I just use the two. I'm going to definitely use more of the like orangey shade, a bit with the red. Tap off, and then we'll add a little bit more blush. So I love blush. It's definitely my favourite part of my makeup routine. I literally put it everywhere. And I feel like it just makes you look so much more healthy and glowy, and I just love that I use it all the way through the year. I don't only just use it in summer. Like, I feel like you always need a little bit of blush just to make your makeup pop. Next up, let's move on to eyes. First up, I use the Jaclyn Hill palette, and the shades I always use, I'm going to start off with these two darker shades here. Yeah, them two. Tap off the excess. And then I'm going to start by gently adding them into the crease. And as you can see, them shades just instantly blend so quick. And they're just really easy to just blend and put into your crease. I don't feel like you can go wrong with this. It's super easy. And then using this lightest colour here, tapping off the excess again, I'm going to work this more into the outer corner just so it all blends up. And that instantly just makes them all blend in together really well. You want a really light hand with that one. And then before I move in with any darker shades, we're actually going to do the lid shade. And to do the lid shade, again, I use another Krylon brush. This is the Krylon article. This is number 1701. And Laura Geller Gilded Honey. I don't use an eyeshadow, I use a highlighter. And this is going to go all the way across like half of your lid. This, you don't need a setting spray to make it pop. You do not need anything, just a brush and this highlighter, and I'm going to show you how beautifully this goes on. This side, look how beautiful it is. This is quite like a fluffier flat brush, which does work really well because you can sort of blend it lovely. Oh my god, and this just literally goes over the surface of the lid, halfway, but you can go quite like close to your inner corner, and that instantly just makes your eyes open. It really makes, I've got blue eyes, I feel like it really makes my blue in my eyes stand out, and I love Gilded Honey. If I'm going to recommend you get one product from this video, literally look at that, it's going to be Gilded Honey. That and the Jaclyn Hill palette, I feel like you just can't go wrong with those two. You could leave this here if you don't want it to be, you could leave it here if you wanted to, but I'm going to add this as well because it's what I usually do. And again, you're just going to want to deepen up the outer crease just so it sort of lifts your eye a little bit. So as you can see, and you're sort of crossing over with the shimmery shade but going up a little bit as well. So as you can see, this eye now looks a lot more lifted than this eye. So next up, I am going to add mascara, and for mascara I'm going to be using a CoverGirl mascara. This is the CoverGirl Professional, that's all it literally says, mascara in Very Black. I got this from B&M for £1.99 and it's honestly amazing. I find CoverGirl mascaras, the wands are so much easier to use on your eyes, so I'm literally now just going to put some of this on. I don't wear lashes on an everyday basis. I'm not going to lie, I used to. Like every weekend always wear lashes. I feel that's because I had a natural pair of lashes I used to absolutely love. But now I don't. For highlighter, I'm going to use Gilded Honey by Laura Geller. I don't like to put too much on the brush because it is very pigmented. But I apply it quite like lightly with this Spectrum AO5 brush, and I just like it to look quite healthy and glowy. I put some like on my forehead as well, down my nose, on the tip of the nose, and that's literally done like half my face. I'm going to go back in again for the other cheek so it just looks quite even. Oh, the sun's just gone in. And then on my chin as well, my little chin. So that is that. Last but not least is lips. I use this by itself. I use this every single day, and a lot of the times in my videos this is what I'm wearing. This is the Lip Icing Cape Chloe Morello Pixie collaboration. I'm not sure if it's still available, but it is. If it is, get your hands on it. I just think a gloss by itself looks quite natural but pretty. And that is the finished look. I'm going to get dressed quickly and then I will come straight back to you. That's it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I love how the look came out, and it definitely is, I feel like, literally identical to the look I would do at the weekend. I will leave all the links to the products down below which I used, because they are literally the products I use every single day. As you can tell, they are beaten up. I use them every single day. I don't like to use my special makeup on a daily basis. I like to just use all of that. My hair's the same, my makeup's the same. I literally wear this every single day. I literally wear this on a day-to-day basis as well. This is practically a morning routine. It's like getting ready with me. So yeah, if you like the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If there's any other videos you'd like to see, or like makeup looks you'd like to see, then please let me know. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. There is a duck. What on earth is that? That is a big bird. Where is my phone? What on earth is that? What on earth is that? And I'll see you next time. Bye! What on earth is that?